Are y'all ready? It's time. Woo! Good evening and welcome to Moments with Mama Sue. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I have been waiting. Seemed like 6:30 was never going to get here today. I kept watching the clock, and you know what they say about a watched pot? It never boils. Well, a watch clock seems like it never moves toward where it is that you want it to go. But finally it's 6:30 and I am here and you are here and I'm so excited because we're going to have a wonderful time tonight. But before we get in too deep, please like and share. Invite somebody to join us for Moments with Mama Sue tonight because it's always positive. It's always fun. Shout out to everybody who's on with us. Good evening. Good evening. It's so much fun just to have family around. And y'all know we kick it up in here and get to find out so many wonderful things about people that we had never met before. And this whole platform was created so that I could introduce some wonderful people that I know to some other wonderful people that I know. And I do know some wonderful people. So listen, we're going to have a great time. So be sure to like and share. Invite somebody in to join us. Got to give a shout out to all of those that are watching with us on WJIL.today with Dr. Pastor Patty Harris. She has a wonderful, wonderful channel on Roku TV. So to all of the WJIL.today listeners that tune in later on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 3 a.m. I don't know who is up at 3 a.m. looking at replays of me, but I bet it's extra bright and extra something going on at 3 in the morning. You're going to have to pray about that insomnia that is keeping you up at that hour of the morning. But 3 a.m., 10 a.m., and 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time at www.wjil.today, Gospel Radio, Roku, and Fire Stick TV. I love that you all are watching. Please do me a favor if you are. Go ahead and just send me a message. Hit me up and let me know how you're liking the show and the things that you might want me to cover, or people maybe that you want me to contact, or if you are interested in being on the show yourself, been on here yourself? That could be a possibility too. So hit me up so we'll know what's going on. And we love, love, love to have you to join us on Moments with Mama Sue. And then, tomorrow will be the third Tuesday of the month. And where will I be? Da, da, da. I will be at the Southeast Senior Center here in Midland, Texas, where every first and third Tuesday of the month, we have a senior sing-along. And y'all, if you have not caught it, you are living beneath your privilege, okay? Because those seniors really turn it on. They be singing, ooh, and we go way back. We go back and pull some of the way, 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 way back songs. And I be really curling. So if y'all want to hear me play, y'all tune in and you can catch me playing. I always go live on my Facebook page about 10:30-ish from the center, and you can get a chance to rock with us and enjoy what the seniors are offering. It's just a chance to reach out to those vivacious elderly and enjoy what's going on. And we do have a great time. So we're asking you to come along with us for the ride. If you want to catch me live, that's where I'll be tomorrow at the Southeast Senior Center. And then we're gearing up for Good Friday observance and Easter. Y'all, is coming so fast this year. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I blinked. We had New Year's. I don't think I saw Valentine. And then when I knew anything, it's Easter already. So at the Macedonia Baptist Church, I'll be there for the Good Friday observance. And we invite you all to come out and join us. It will be at 7:00 p.m. There will be a word in the house. Of course, I'll be singing and sharing in ministry as well. So that's going to be a wonderful experience in worship. And then on the 31st, which is Easter Sunday. Now, we're not going to fight about whether you call it Easter or resurrection. You can tell by my age that I was Easter. And then all of a sudden, everybody got deep and started hollering, resurrection, the resurrection, the resurrection. Okay, whatever it is, it still means Jesus got up. And we're going to be celebrating the fact that he got up for me and that he is alive today. Oh, and let me implement one other thing. Let me insert one other activity in there on this coming Sunday. This coming Sunday will be Palm Sunday. And on Palm Sunday at 3 o'clock, I will be at St. Matthew Baptist Church. They invited me to come. They're going to be singing one of my Easter songs, He's Very Much Alive. And they invited me to come and be a guest soloist. So I'm going to hop on over there to Odessa, Texas, which is about 16 miles from here, for anybody that's not from the West Texas area. And we just gonna raise the praise over in Odessa. So catch me. Come on where I am. I'd love to see you and get a chance to eyeball you in person. And then for everybody, listen, I got something special for you that you need to have in your own personal effects. It needs to be yours. And that is Thoughts from the Heart. It's daily thoughts and inspirational quotes from yours truly that the Lord just dropped in my spirit. And I created this perpetual calendar. It will never run out because there's no year. So you can just flip and flip and flip. You can go to my website and get it. But let's see what it's saying today for March the 18th. It's saying excellence in you will promote and incite excellence in others. And I'm going to keep that out on my desktop because we'll visit about that and talk about it a little bit with our guests a little bit later on. But listen, I'm so excited that you're here. Get to sharing so we'll be able to have everybody in the house and present when we strike it up with our special guest right after this.
beyond entertainment. It's an experience. Book Mama Sue Roseberry today.
And it's worthy. Woo, yes. I want you to have it. And if you haven't already downloaded it, then you need to go get it. Every time I see that commercial, I think about the many hairstyles of Mama Sue. Woo! Many hairstyles. But let me tell you, hair is a ministry. It's a ministry. It's a ministry. And we're not going to talk about it tonight, but one of these days we're going to visit about the ministry of hair because it is necessary, even if it's barely there. There is a ministry. We'll get into that at some point in the future. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to welcome one of the most phenomenal. I call her a Renaissance woman because she does so many things so well. And she can just almost morph. Is that a word? Morph into something else. She's a wonderful radio host and personality. She's a social media manager. She's a consultant. She's a motivator. She's Carmina Barnett, and I am delighted to welcome her to Moments with Mama Sue.
I was sitting there thinking, no, she just loved the Lord. That's all. That's it.
That's what you was gonna say. She just loved the Lord.
She just loved the Lord. First of all, I love the commercial. I got to get my life together. I don't have a commercial.
What?
That commercial was, I was sitting there thinking, Lord, have I missed you? I don't have a commercial.
See, we draw inspiration from one another.
There you go. There you go. But I am so honored that you had me to join you tonight. I feel so special sitting here. Just, you see me cheesing.
Oh Lord. Well, you have one of the brightest smiles in the industry because I never know. And it's funny because it could just be I'm just smiled and pleased, or it could be, oh my God, what I just saw, what is tickling me. Listen, Carmina, you have been on this gospel industry train for quite some time.
Yes, ma'am.
How
Yes,
did
ma'am.
you get started in the
So I
gospel
love to
industry?
tell this. I love to tell this. I was with some friends at a different meeting and I was talking and the gentleman said, well, I like your voice. You should come and be on radio with us. Went, did it. It was a community radio piece. Fell in love with it. Fell absolutely in love with it. July 1st will be my 26th year doing this. Loved it.
Wow.
Just loved it. I got obsessed. I wanted to learn how to produce the shows, how to do it, how to be the perfect interviewer, all of that. I just got obsessed with it. I was trying to be a lawyer. I was in college doing something altogether different. And that just fell in love with this thing and can't let it go.
Wow. Well, now, when you first started out,
Mhm.
what is it that you were actually doing in radio?
I was just talkie. That's what we call it because I couldn't work the board. I couldn't do any of that. So I was just a talkie. Shout out to Daryl King. He had me on, and we just kind of bounced off of each other and just kind of did something special, I think. And so again, I fell in love with it, but also the process. And so I wasn't just content with being a talkie. I wanted to learn how to program the music, how to run the board, how to do it all, how to do those, like I said, in-depth interviews. And so I just kept pushing. I started shadowing people, met some amazing people along the way. I can't even start naming names because I don't want to miss anybody. But God was just always so good. He just put amazing people in my path that were always like, well, hey, Carmina, I'll show you. Hey, Carmina, here's how you do this. And from there, it just grew to something amazing.
Well, when you were working in your early days radio,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
you
mm-hmm.
met some icons, some that are no longer with us, that really poured into you and that you, I don't know if they were mentors for you or just bigger than life people to take inspiration from. But tell us about some of those individuals that influenced you.
One person, well, two, if I can take two, if you don't mind, but
Mhm.
one in particular was Cornell Morel. He would call the radio station and be like, "Girl, you doing it? Girl, I'm so proud of you." Because he had known me growing up in the Church of God in Christ. He had been a minister of music at many of the churches where I had participated and sang in the choirs and things like that. So he would just call me at the most random time, but it would always be such beautiful encouragement. And I always tried to make sure I appreciated him. So hopefully before he left this world, he knew one person for sure appreciated him for just his encouragement. And another one is the mailman, Bill Martin. He was the president for the Gospel Announcers Guild, and he just always made me feel like he never treated me like I was the up and coming radio announcer. He always included
Mhm.
me like I was a part of the team. So that always made me feel amazing. And I learned a lot from him too.
Ah.
Hmm.
Because when you say those names around certain individuals, I feel like the heavens ought to part and there ought to be a dove that descends and lands on you and say, "This is my beloved Carmina in whom I am well pleased." Because, I mean, iconic Bill the Mailman Martin, known all over the world for what he
Yeah,
did in the state of Texas. Now, are you a
absolutely.
Texas girl? Where were you born, Carmina?
Born and bred. You take me out of Texas, you're going to have to fight. Born and bred. Dallas Cowboys girl. I'm a Dallas Mavericks girl. Don't play with me. Texas it is. By way of Oak Cliff.
Okay, okay, okay.
Proud of it. Here.
I am so sorry. Some of the people are saying they're having technical problems.
Uh-oh.
I hope it'll get straight. I'm hearing everything clearly, and we hope it'll get connected for you. Are you all able to hear? Is it just one person that's out there having problems? Because I'm only seeing technical problems from one person.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, y'all. Oh, it's a lot of people in the chat.
Yeah, I hope you can hear and see. It's clear to me, and I can hear very well. So I'll keep on pressing on. Thank you, Lori. Lori says she hears clear. We're going to keep on
Okay.
pressing on. And
Amen.
if any of you all develop any questions for Carmina, then y'all go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll address those a little bit later. Carmina,
Yes.
when you started delving into how to do everything in radio, what was the most challenging thing? Because you
Production.
had the talking down, because you are a personable sister.
Oh, but that production. Oh, that production was not my friend in the beginning. I'm blessed today, but oh, in the beginning. You know how you have to edit and you have to chop some things up. People would come in and they needed a commercial produced. Well, when you're the person on site at the time, you got to do it. And a lot of times, especially when it's a customer produced commercial, they're not radio ready. So you got to cut it a few times and you got to chop this one up because that was a good one, but this take wasn't a good one. You got to put it in, you got to fade the music in. Yeah, that took a little something, but thanks be to the Lord. And let me shout out Mr. Warren Brooks. He was my production master.
Well, listen, one of the things is uh, technology has kind of helped us out quite a bit. Have it changed the production process significantly so that you could say it's not such a booger, or is it still a booger?
Well, see, for me, once you get it, you just kind of got it. So it's not really a problem now. So I don't use a lot of the newer things. I just take it old school and chop it up and put the music in. I guess I'm a creature of habit.
Mm, mm. Well, no, the fun part is getting to create things
Yeah.
that impact the whole community. And you
Hmm.
did that even before I ever met you in person. I was hearing you on the radio, and you had created something at the radio station. It's gone now. Oh, Lord, it's gone. It's gone. Heaven 97. But
Mm.
you created the Homegrown Awards, the Homegrown Honors. Tell us about the inspiration behind that and why it was so impactful.
I'm so glad you said that. Now I'm going to tell you, but then I got to tell you something that nobody else knows. Okay, this me and you
Y'all
talking.
hold on for the scope. Oh,
This me and you. But the Homegrown Gospel Show started on the radio with the late great brother Joe Bagby. and he would have the local artists come in and interview them. And so as time progressed, I was fortunate to take that show on. So I remember being at the Stellar Awards, and they were talking about how a lot of times the up and coming artists, you know, didn't get the opportunity at that particular time. So I was like, well, what can I do so my people at home will feel special, will feel loved, and feel celebrated? Created the Homegrown Honors, and it turned out to be something special. We did it for 10 years, and we allowed the community to vote for different ones. So it wasn't just based on an album or a position on the chart or anything like that. It was how you impacted the community. So we would have several categories with that, and then we would also have star awards. So that's where we kind of celebrated some people outside of the music, maybe in ministry, maybe they did a charity organization, whatever the case, but just an opportunity to celebrate people. And Mama Sue would always be so beautiful because so many people would come, so many votes would come in. I never once, to this day, people can tell you, I didn't pick the winners. It was totally based on the community and their voting and who they thought should win. So it was just an honor to present that. Just a complete honor. Absolutely.
Well, it was amazing because out here in West Texas, out in the boondocks, we
Don't you
didn't
get the
have
West Texas people mad at me? Don't you say Boondocks?
girl. It was out here. We was out here on the Isle of Patmos. Do that make y'all feel better? Okay, we were out here. We didn't have a radio station to call our own, but we were always tuning in to Heaven 97. And you would be on there. And even when I created my very first single, which was way back, this was before Sunday Best, it was
Hmm.
before anybody knew that I could do anything. And you played my single on the radio. And I cried like a baby. I said,
Aw. Aw.
music.
But that was something that was important to me. Yes, we play all of our national artists, but we have amazing artists here. So I had to make that delicate balance because you have to play some things, but I wanted to make sure that we still were representing ours. So I worked really hard to try to make that balance.
Well, you did that. And from time to time, we would hear people that we were peers with, because you sang with them in church.
Yeah.
And then somehow or another, they got in the studio
Hmm.
and created a single, and you would play that music.
I tried.
Ah, that endeared you to me. If you don't ever do nothing else,
Aw.
ever do nothing else, that was amazing because you were such a champion for the independent artists. Now, you're still doing that because I
Mhm.
have observed that you've been doing listening parties and you're always trying to promote independent artists, especially in the Texas realm, in the DFW area. So, what are your goals and aspirations for moving forward with artist promotion and management?
Well, I'm really sensitive because I know how challenging it is for independent artists trying to get radio play, trying to get, opportunities to sing at various events and things like that. So I always try to create platforms where they're able to be seen, and especially when it's really, really good music. And some of the artists just starting out, though you may not know their names, the music is really, really good. It's really, really sound and really, really just amazing. So I just want to continue to be able to do that as much as I can, even not having Heaven anymore, which is a huge loss, not only to the DFW Metroplex, but just period. I mean, I believe Heaven was just a signature station. And so that was a huge loss that we suffered. But any way I can, and that's what I was saying about my big announcement. That's also going to be helping, the independents and the, yeah, but. Mhm, mhm, mhm. So I'm
Ooh,
trying to create some more streams, some more avenues, some more opportunities, and even local artists outside of Texas, trying to help them as well. So any opportunity I get, I try to make sure, like the kids say, I'm putting somebody on.
ah, that's good. And you know what? You reap what you sow.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Isn't that true?
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
absolutely do. Well,
Yes.
listen, we got a whole lot more to talk about because this girl right here is not, she ain't no one trick pony. Okay? She can do a whole lot of different things. And we're going to talk about one of those things right after this. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Miss Annie from way down south. She's loud, she's fun, but you'd better watch out. Put on your seatbelt and take the rollicking ride with the unpredictable Miss Annie as she whips and turns and drives straight into your heart. Own it today at www.sueroseberry.com. All right, if you just tuned in with us tonight, I have as my very special guest the incomparable, the imaginative, the innovative, the wonderfully motivating and inspiring, and the funny Carmina.
I have been encouraged to do comedy a couple of times. I'm not bold enough to do it.
Well, you could, because she is hilarious, y'all.
I just like
Quick
to
witted.
enjoy laughing in life, and it's enough stress out there. Let's laugh a little bit, y'all.
Well, you heard me talking about the fact that she is not a one trick pony. One of the things that she does that is gaining momentum and traction all over the universe. She makes tea cakes, y'all.
I do, and I love it.
Did you
You know
just
what? That's my
stop me?
stress reliever. People laugh about that, but seriously. So back in the early days, radio was so I would come home and bake tea cakes because that was just my wind down. And so at that time, I had a husband, and so I would just feed them to him. But then that changed. So now we just, we're able to really start the business and share them with people around the country, and it's been amazing. I get orders, and I'm like, how did you even know? But it's a blessing. It's a
Well, it's
blessing indeed.
called. Tell us about how you chose the name of your tea cakes.
Well, that former husband that I mentioned, he used to call me Mink. So the name is Tea Cakes by Mink. So I lost the husband and kept the name. Y'all pray for me. But I so enjoy making them, and then I got a little fancy with it. So I started making flavors because traditionally, there's only original tea cakes, but I got a little zesty with it. So I got different flavors, and even trying to create some flavors as we speak. So yeah, I'm trying to next level this thing.
And they're packaged so nice, y'all. They always come, they look so pretty. And then I'm a collector of boxes. It's a little fetish
Mm,
that I have. I like boxes,
mm,
nice cardboard boxes. You got a nice box. Oh, that's a
mm.
nice sturdy box. I feel like I should keep it and repurpose it. So when you send the tea cakes out and they come in a nice little box, I think I'm gonna have to do something with this box for these tea cakes.
And see, I'm anal like that. I like for it to be pretty. You know how you get some food and it doesn't look good.
Presentation.
You're like, I don't want this, and so it's got to be attractive when it's received. So that's always my goal.
Well, we need to put that out there in the atmosphere so you can be on the Food Network or something.
Oh, speak.
On the Food
Mm.
Network with your tea cakes.
Well, again, that's the goal. I'd love to be able. I don't know if I'll ever be able to shake this radio thing, but hopefully retire and just bake tea cakes the rest of my days. So, y'all check me out. You can go to the website. It's teacakesbymink.com. That's MINKE.
Carolyn said it ain't nothing like good old fashioned tea cakes.
Yes.
Tell
Oh,
us
and let
some
me
of the
go ahead and answer
flavors you
that
got.
question. Well, let me answer that question because everybody always asks, are they hard or are they soft? Mine are soft.
Soft
Yes.
and delicious. And they each come individually wrapped, y'all. It's so cute. You almost hate to eat it, but I had to press my way. I pressed my way. Yes, Lord. So
I love it.
listen, Tell us about some of the flavors of tea cake that you have.
So of course we got the original. Got to hold up the OG. We've got lemon, which is a huge seller. We've got red velvet, which was only supposed to be for Christmas, but people kept ordering, so I kept making them. We have banana pudding, and we just recently developed 7 Up. We have coffee, and we have pecan. That's
I
the whole
have
family.
tasted three of those. I have had the red velvet,
Mhm.
I've had the original, and I have had the lemon.
So which one was your favorite?
I think the lemon.
I like the lemon.
I really like the lemon.
Yeah, that one gets a lot of love.
hmm So y'all gotta go and find it. Listen, I gotta put this visual up here because y'all are gonna choke me if y'all don't get to see how to get in touch with Carmina. You can follow her on all social media platforms, y'all. If you put in her name, she gonna pop up. She may not look just like this visual, but she gonna pop up. That's the name. If not another one in the world, Carmina Barnett. But you can hear her every day. Inspirations with Carmina, a daily dose of information, inspiration, and all of your favorite gospel music. And right there is how you can find all of her stuff on Linktree / Carmina B. Yeah, you can follow her and be able to catch up with all of her stuff. Carmina, what is the most challenging thing for you about interviewing artists?
And that's something I love to do so much. Sometimes you get the artists who just kind of they can't get off the script. It's just like they have to say, "All I want to talk about is this song," and and I try to encourage them sometimes. Well, the people want to get to know you. Let's talk about you a little bit and why God brought you to this place. But they're just like, "Mm-mm, mm-mm. The single is out now. You can download it here. It's on this platform." And so it's just those that you run into that can't really let go of the script. They just want to stay right there. They can't really have the conversation.
Mm. And they can't really articulate about what the story is behind their music.
Yeah.
That's a challenge too. I think every artist should understand what the message of their song is.
Yeah, yeah. And so I know they don't have artist development as much as they used to, but I think that was a key part of that to help people really be able to, like you say, articulate, why we got to this song. Now it's just like, where to go buy it, when it's coming out, why I need you to pre-order, and it's like, come on, let's talk about more than just that. So yeah, that's a challenge for
Yeah. And I think that it's really important for gospel artists to be able to convey that attachment that they have
me.
to the music because it
Hmm.
reads in everything else that we do.
Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. Gospel artists especially have to be able to give us the message. What am I to walk away with once I hear this song? What am I to experience? What am I to learn from it?
Well, I got another question here. What
Yes.
is the last song that you listened to on your listening device, on your phone or in the car? What's the last song?
So on the way home today, I was listening to Kirk Franklin's Revolution. I was in the car.
Revolution. Do you want a revolution?
I was in the car killing it.
Do you want a
Hey.
revolution?
So if you listen to my show, yes, I will give you the current, the hot, all of that wonderful stuff. But I'm gonna go back and get some now because there's still some major, amazing music that we got to share with the people. We can't just stay on this one list sometimes. So that's just me.
That part right there. Well, who? I'm gonna give you a chance to tell us, tell the
Okay.
people
Uh-huh.
who are some of the most iconic artists that have come the the Lone Star State, in your
Ooh,
opinion.
ooh. Well, of course, we got Dr. Kirk Franklin. Uh, Kimberell is out of the Houston, Texas area. Um, Gay Arbuckle, right here in Dallas, one of the most phenomenal voices. We've got Myron Butler and Levi. Candy West was with us. Now I know she over there right now, but she's still ours because her mama's still here, so you got to still claim Texas. So she's another good one. Oh my goodness, we've got a whole bunch of folks. There is one particular gentleman that is a part of the Full Gospel Church, Dr. Tony Wade. Listen, Tony Wade can sing you unconscious and then walk off like he did nothing. And oh, it's a long list. You're gonna get me in trouble. I can't name everybody, but trust me, we got it going on in Texas. Trust me.
So what do you envision? Because in our hearts and our minds, we live for the opportunity to get to experience the music and ministry of some of these artists. But what can we do, or is there a way to have the rubber meet the road? Because everybody's out there trying to make it. They
Mm-hmm.
trying to make it. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
leave it like that. They trying to make it. And sometimes that means that they are priced beyond what is equitable, or
Mm-hmm.
uh, what is a let's see, affordable
Yeah, yeah.
for churches to be able to experience, or areas to be able to bring them in. So what is it that we can do, or is there a remedy for that? What can we do?
See, that's a question a lot of us ask because now a lot of the artists are coming in and they're filling up these huge venues. And so those huge venues come with a huge ticket price. And so to get them over to, we used to be able to go to the church at the corner that would hold all the big concerts and, get in for $25, $30. It just seems like that has now changed. And so that's part of my big announcement, to be able to bring some things together that we can still just, even if it's not a full concert, just be able to come and enjoy some of these gospel artists. Because I know one particular concert not long ago, the tickets were like $199. Well, if I'm taking somebody, we've already crossed over a budget, to be, and everybody just can't do that. And you hate for not everyone to be able to participate and enjoy, the good gospel music. So I think it's just kind of on us that have platforms in different areas like that to try to create things that people can still enjoy the good music.
And then just please stop by. I don't know how to fix it. It's something that's kind of broken a little bit, because
It's broken.
the opportunity for the people who really love and celebrate the music to be able to afford to hear it,
Yeah,
sometimes they can't.
yeah. And like you said, it's just very difficult. And the artists, yes, they deserve to earn their pay, but how do we find
Yes.
the balance? It's just that's the challenge, finding that balance.
Well, I'm putting that on your mind because I know the Lord is going to give you an answer.
Okay.
He's going to give you an answer.
I love
He's
it.
going to help us figure it out,
Yeah.
because I long to see the day when artists can really enjoy uh, just singing and getting to the heart of what they do, and they don't feel like they have to create music, number one, that is trendy so that it will be played on the radio,
Hmm.
and they can just operate in their gift, and the people can be blessed.
And see, that was always the joy with independent artists because that would break up the monotony. Everybody didn't sound the same. The independent artist is just, trying to get it out there, something that they've created. So they're not necessarily trying to sound like what they hear on the radio. So that would help to kind of, and I encourage everybody, even when I do interview people, I tell them all the time, there's somebody out there that needs to hear your style, the way you present it, the way you sing it. So don't feel like you have to flip and try to be what's in the number one position right now. Just do what God gave you.
Well, that's important,
Hmm.
because there's so much music out there.
Yes.
OMG.
Yes.
Everywhere you turn,
Mm-hmm.
there is music
Mm-hmm.
being produced and put out there, but the opportunity for the artist sometimes to break through and just be heard and get an opportunity to level up or go to the next level,
Mm-hmm.
that's sometimes a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, ma'am.
Carmina told us that she kind of could have been a comedian. We're going to talk about a few things in a minute. She told me she trusted me. So
I do.
we're going to have a trust activity
Oh
in
gosh.
just a moment right after this. Advertise with us and let Mama Sue's family know what you've got going on. Email us at msroscbe2 at gmail.com. Oh, yeah. Now listen, if you just tuned in, you late. But guess what? God's got a blessing for you because you can go back and catch the replay on my Facebook page or YouTube channel and be able to see the whole thing all over again. So you really didn't miss nothing. You're right on time for you. You're right on time for you. So we have a wonderful guest with us today, and Lady Carmina Barnett is in the house.
I's
She's in
here.
the house. Okay, well, this is what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
If money was no object
Okay.
and you just had it flowing freely, what in the world would you invest in?
What would I would buy a tea cake shop. That has been my dream forever. I would totally buy a tea cake shop. Yes, yes, and amen. Mm-hmm. And I'd bless the ministry. You know, you gotta always be spiritual. I'd bless the ministry. But a tea cake shop, 100%.
And what's the specs of this tea cake shop from your mouth to God's ears? And somebody may hear it because there's 6 degrees of separation.
Hey, I'm not even picky. Just give me a little corner where people can come in. Now I'm gonna have some teas with it, so you can have tea and tea cakes. You know, I'm gonna make it bougie, so you can bring your girls and have your little business meeting off in there, and just real she poo poo. But that's
Absolutely.
always been my dream. So and I don't know. I guess I just expect somebody to call me and be like, "Hey, got a space?" It could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen.
And you got to
But yeah.
keep putting it out there in the atmosphere because somebody
Yeah.
got some money, some disposable income,
Mm-hmm.
and they just
Mm-hmm.
want to help somebody.
Mm.
They just want to help a little chocolate girl
Yeah. Chocolate.
who only want to have it. Her only dream was to have a tea cake shop. Some of
Uh-huh.
y'all that are out there that are listening and watching, tell us what you think should go in the tea cake shop because she done already told us
Yes.
that it would have uh, different teas.
Mm-hmm.
It would have exotic blends,
Mm-hmm.
different teas, maybe
Yes.
teacups, real
Mm-hmm.
china.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of that. All of that is wonderful. Now y'all let me know. Saints, do we need to put a sandwich in the tea cake shop or can we just go with the tea cakes? Y'all gonna come for dessert? Yeah, y'all hit us in the chat. Let us know.
Yeah. Put it in the chat. Do we need a
Mm-hmm.
sandwich? And if it is, what kind of sandwich is it going to be? Because we're not having these little cucumber things.
Well, it gotta be shishi poo poo because the whole place is gonna be shishi poo poo. I
We
can't have
got
a
a little
meatloaf sandwich.
watercress and cucumber, Carmina.
I can't have black eyed peas.
Black eyed pea sandwich. Well, you can dream up some kind of version of a culturally appropriate
Okay.
sandwich.
Okay, I'll work on that. We'll put it on cute bread. Okay, I got you. I got
Hmm. Without the crust around it and all that. And it can be cut in designer shapes and all like that. But
you.
it's gonna
Black folk,
take
we can't
about 5 of them for me. I need
see.
5.
Black folk, we can't waste bread. We got to use all that bread. We just got to figure out some cute bread.
Because by the time you take the crust off, it that takes away from the filling you up, filling you upishness of.
I love it.
When you take the crust off, the filling
Right,
you up is next.
right.
So a tea cake shop. And
Mm-hmm,
then with that same money, because you got your tea cake shop now and you're
mm-hmm.
just independently wealthy and there are no boundaries, where are you going on vacation?
So my dream trip, which I'm, if the Lord says the same, will happen this year for my birthday. We'll go to Italy. I've never been there. I really want to go. I was looking at the Equalizer, just like, oh man, I've always wanted to go to Italy.
Oh.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Da-da-da-da. Now, Carmina, don't come back here married now. You done went over there and found you
Don't speak
uh,
against that. We need that. We need that to come forward.
you done come over there and went over there and found you a global treasure.
Hey, whatever the Lord say.
Dun 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 dun. Ooh. And this trip is coming up when?
Uh, Prayerfully, November. Yeah.
November of 2024.
Yes.
Carmina is going to Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. Oh my my. We I don't think they ready. They not ready over there, Carmina.
It's just so beautiful. I love beautiful structures and old things. Oh, I love it. I was blessed to have gone to Paris, and I was just walking around. Everybody else trying to shop. I'm trying to see the structures and see the buildings, and oh, I love that kind of stuff.
Ah. Well, will you broadcast from Italy?
Um, sure. I'm probably going to be in the hotel working on shows because I usually do that every night. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
We could have a little something something from Italy with Carmina. And
I
she
wonder,
goes
do they listen to gospel?
international.
That's a good question. I wonder, do they listen to gospel like that in Italy? Some of our
Mm-mm.
Italian friends got to let us know. Mm,
Yes.
mhm,
Do they listen? I'm sure they do.
mm.
Because in Europe and abroad, gospel music is so big. They love it. And I think that they love the authentic gospel music, the hand clapping and foot
Mhm.
stomping and all that.
That
Okay,
Sunday
well
morning.
we have dreamed a little bit, but
Hmm.
now dun, 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 dun,
Uh
dun,
oh.
dun, dun,
Hmm.
we get into the meat of the matter because remember, you
Hmm.
promised that you were going to give us a scoop on something
Yes.
that's going on with you that's coming up.
Yes.
So I'm finna set it up, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, right here on Moments with Mama Sue. We bring you only the best and nothing less. There are new revelations, new ideas that come forth from some of the most incredibly awesome people on the face of the planet. And one of them is here with us tonight. She is from the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, and she is going to let us in on the scoop.
Well, we talked a little bit earlier about the homegrown honors, and that is something that was so near and dear to me, and I was just extremely passionate about it. So I am proud to say that this year it is returning. Yes, the homegrown honors is going to be happening here in Dallas. So yeah, be on the lookout for it. I'm very excited. I can't say anything more than that. Just in Dallas in September. That way you can plan when. So yeah, it's back. It was a labor of love, and I really prayed about how to bring it back, because I'll be honest, I was just kind of fearful that, I don't have the station. How can I get it out there? But I believe God. So we're going forward.
Well, listen, any and everything that I can do and that Mama Sue's family can do to promote and help what you're doing, we already there.
I appreciate it. I
We're
appreciate it.
already there. The homegrown honors, and y'all heard it first here. Put it in the chat. The homegrown honors are coming back to Dallas.
Yes. If you're in the chat and you've been to the Homegrown Honors, please let me know. Is this something you want to see return? I'd love to hear from you.
Well, I'm not in the chat. I'm right here in your face. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
Because
want the
we've got so
homegrown
many
honors to
amazing
return.
artists. Yeah, this is an opportunity to celebrate them. And that was a time for everybody to come together. So yeah, it's been a minute, but I think it's time.
September, the homegrown honors, and nobody can do that like you because that was your baby.
It was my heart. It was. I would be delirious and crazy by the time it was over, but I enjoyed it so much.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Lori, our special greeter. She said the homegrown honors coming back to
Yay.
Dallas.
Yes.
Yay! Yes, we absolutely want to see it. We want to be there. We want to support it. We want to raise the roof and buy the tickets and whatever else we need to do to make it a reality because that is such a special thing. You know, there's all kinds of award shows
Hmm.
that are out there. Some of them have been started just to uh, give people in that area something to cling to or look forward to. So we're glad that in the Lone Star State there is an honors program
Yeah.
that will help to celebrate independent artists
Hmm.
and singers and champion the excellent vocals that we have and the excellent talent that we have
Yes.
throughout the state of Texas, honey. We
Hmm.
ain't dragging in nothing. Singing, songwriting, directing, arranging,
Hmm.
choirs, we got it all.
Yes. 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 Now here's the challenge. So to all the people in chat, and y'all heard it first, that means y'all gotta pray that God will make it smooth sailing. Y'all's responsibility is to pray for this thing that it will be able to come off like a hitch. So yeah, I really solicit your prayers.
All right. Well,
Yes.
it's not very far away. It is far away, but it's not very far away because we
Not very far.
already finna kiss April.
Because March was like, bye. See y'all next time.
So we finna kiss April in just a
Yes.
minute. And once that's in there, April goes by like that because we have to
Hmm.
hurry up and go buy these children some cap and gowns and
Yeah. Prom dresses.
yeah, and then you got June where you got to go out and purchase 2 or 3 can openers.
Then July, you got to go get the meat for the barbecue.
Yeah, you got to get your barbecue and your firecrackers. And when you know anything, it'll already be time for back to school shopping.
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah.
September already.
Hmm.
So let's
Hmm.
be vigilant and let's be excited and really get to working on it. Jacory is saying, hello, my people. He popped in. Hey,
Hey.
Jacory. And everybody that is here, thank you so much for being on with us. I'm going to let Carmina have a final word before I wrap up. And then, Carmina, stay with me so I can make sure I get this in the can before you disappear from the studio. But
Yes,
Carmina,
ma'am.
just a shout out, a last word to everybody that is on your heart.
Well, first, let me say thank you. Thank you for tuning in and hearing little old me and what I had to say. I appreciate you spending this time with us. Definitely, as I said, I need your prayers. Very excited about making this happen. And it's a labor of love for my community. So thank you for your prayers in advance. And then to Mama Sue, let me say a happy early anniversary. The Moments with Mama Sue has been just faithfully running. I mean, what are we up to, year 4? So congratulations to you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the vision to be able to share the voice of so many that we admire and appreciate. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. To all of you that support the station, support the show, support the tea cakes, all of it. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ah, that is so nice. Listen, we've had a great time together tonight. Thank you, Carmina, for making time to join us on Moments with Mama Sue. Y'all be sure to go and link up with her. Linktree /Carmina B, or just put her name in, Carmina Barnett, and she gonna pop up grinning, y'all, on some of these social media platforms so you can get in there every day, hear the music, hear her inspiration, and feel the joy that exudes from her, because it's a tangible thing. It comes all over the airwaves and everything.
I just like being happy, y'all. God, I just went through a situation and God healed my body. And so now I feel an even heavier burden to just spread joy, to spread love, to spread the message of God. So, yeah, that's what you're going to get when you get me.
Oh, praise God. We thank God for your healing. We thank Him for
Yes.
being a real on time God. Thank you, Carmina. And thanks to every one of you that tuned in with us on tonight. You know, connecting with you is the best part of my day. I absolutely love it. And I want to encourage you, if you haven't already done it, huckabuckle. That's the word. Huckabuckle on over to my website. We got a place of our own, y'all, for Mama Sue's family, and we're building that subscription platform. So go over there and join. Y'all see it across the top up there, Mama's Family. There'll be things that we'll be sharing over there that are different than what we share on this platform. And as we begin year 4, there's going to be some other special things that we'll be doing. So make sure that you're connected. Go to www.sueroseberry.com and link up. There's a free platform for everybody to say, I ain't got it. There's a free, but then there's also a paid platform that just helps me to do more and do better, all the things that we are trying to do in the kingdom. If you like what you're seeing on Moments with Mama Sue, you can support what I'm doing via Cash App at $Sue Roseberry. And then for those of you that say, I don't fool with that Cash App, okay, I got you. Venmo at Sue-Roseberry-1. And if you say none of those are good for me, I don't fool with electronic money, child. No, if that's not your thing, then you can just mail a good old-fashioned check to P.O. Box 51422, Midland, Texas 79710. And any amount that you send, I'm going to reinvest it in the ministry that God has given me to continue to do more and to do better. We got some stuff coming up, and it's going to be a blast. And I need all of you to be right along with me for the ride. I look forward to it. I love you. And if you don't do anything else, make sure that you pray for me. Let me do the Blake Shelton finger. Pray for me so that God will be glorified and we will continue to see the exploits that only He can do. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next month. It's anniversary month, and starting tomorrow, y'all gonna start seeing the anniversary promos, because it's gonna be a celebration all the whole month of April. So tell everybody. Bye-bye. Woo! Now that's what I call a great show. Woo! We out of here. Mums and Mama Sue. Mums and Mama Sue. Moments! Ah, now we can do it a little better than that. Mums and Mama Sue. Mums and Mama Sue. Moments! Oh, well, all right, come on with it. Mums and Mama Sue. Mums and Mama Sue.
Moments! Yeah!
Oh.
Mums and Mama Sue. Mums and Mama Sue. Moments!
Oh, wait.
Mums and Mama Sue. Mums and Mama Sue. Moments!
Oh, Lord.
Mums and Mama Sue. Mums and Mama Sue.
Never know what to expect.
Hey! Moment.
Can't you? Well, now we might be done a little bit too much.